This is Andy with Quality Stocks. Today is Monday, July 19th, 2010. Today we were asked to take a look at Green Energy Live. This is a NASDAQ bulletin board stock trading on the ticker GELV. Right off, we see a pretty solid downtrend that it's been in for, this is 6 months. So now we'll start to look for signs for possible reversal. Some nice divergence recently with the MACD. Overall, it's kind of got a feel of trying to trend up. Maybe if we went back farther than 6 months, we might see something a little bit different. But a lot of sideways motion with the MACD. Recently, though, a little bit of an uptrend. That's a good sign. The pinch is on. PPO ADX. Now starting to trend back north. The PPO is. My opinion on a chart like this is to keep an eye on this negative DI. When it's down real low like this, what you want to see is an immediate cross here of the positive and negative DIs. You want to see this positive DI turn up. You have to watch it carefully, because if this negative DI will spike, a lot of times it has to set itself up again. It'll take a little while for it to set back up once again. Now, it's negative DIs down low. Keep an eye on that. You don't want to see this go spiking back up, or it'll generally take time to confirm a reversal later on. Very nice setup of the MFIs. See, the 7 is oversold. Starting to head back towards the 14 and 21. Be looking for a cross of those two now with some upward movement of the PPS. Accumulation distribution. I typically like to see an uptrend in that. You can see it's got a pretty solid downtrend going on, following right along with that PPS. You got to look for this to reverse. Same kind of thing with the money flow. If this can continue on an overall, a longer term level, you're seeing an uptrend to it. So we want to see this continue towards zero. It would have been nice to see this go when it was in this area. Shooting up, it had a nice uptrend going on. But it didn't, so now we're going to look for a little bit longer term and see if this uptrend can indeed continue. CCI threatening coming out of negative 100, out of oversold territory. A lot of people use that break of negative 100 as a buy point. So we'll look for that to continue and head towards zero. You can see it hasn't made it up towards zero in quite a long time. It's about 4 months. So we're going to look for that to head towards zero. Full stow bottoming once again. Looking for that to do some kind of reversal. Trix has actually got itself a turn going on. This is nice. Obviously, it's not negative 3 though. This is a long ways from zero. What you're going to look for again is always an uptrend to begin, and see if that's going to start trending towards zero. But it's got a long way to go. What I do see that's very positive about GELV. The RSIs, the MFIs, like I pointed out, were in a great position. The RSIs are in a great position. All three of them tucked nice and neatly together, breaking through the oversold area. We're going to want to see that continue and see this movement happen. The candles are going to play a big role here. It has to hold that support level. I believe that this is at it closed at 0.0015, which is there. This bottom support is at 0.014. Really want to see that bottom support level hold. You can see it tried to hold a base here earlier at throw a line in there for you. Tried to hold a base once before. That I'm assuming that is 0.016, and it fell through it. Tried to hold a base up here at 0.027 and fell through it. Need to see a base hold and let this start to make a new high or low somewhere. Key things. People that follow our charts know that 20-day moving average, first real moving average resistance, needs to get above that. What that'll do is it'll hopefully, if it does want to tuck back down, it'll create a new high or low. It'll need to pull support again from 0.016 and hold above that middle Bollinger Band, which is at 0.018 right now. At these levels, that's pretty nice gains, really, because each uptick is a pretty large percentage. So there's nice gains involved there. But if you're looking for this chart to really reverse, you're looking for it to crawl above this 20-day moving average, get to start trending on the north side of the Bollinger Bands, and continue to make higher lows and higher highs. It's going to see that resistance, like I mentioned right there, at 0.016. I think it'll typically see a little bit at 0.02. That's kind of a standard technical analysis standpoint, it's a standard psychological barrier. I think it's going to be more significant right in through here at 0024. You can see it had a hard time with it before. It's not far away from the 0027, which was a support level in the past. Look for heavier resistance right there. If it goes fast, that's going to put it outside of the Bollinger Bands anyways. So look for that to be a resistance level. On a much greater perspective, look for 003. Now you're talking still, that's a 100% move from where it is now. So that's obviously great gains, but look for that to be a strong resistance level in the future if this can begin to trend upwards. The 50-day, of course, this is dynamic. It's going to continue down. The 50-day, depending on how quickly it moves, how much it can make it turn. The 50-day is going to be right in that area as well. So it's going to meet the heavy resistance of the moving average and the resistance from the price per share. So look for that to be a big area in the future. If it can climb above that, this chart's going to go very bullish, and you look for a little bit longer term reversal on it. These are the things that I'd look for. I look for volume to pick up a little bit. It's not terrible at 7.3, but I did do a quick look, and this has like 900 million shares, I believe. I have not confirmed that in the that are outstanding. I think the float is actually maybe half of that, but the volume, the share structure is there to allow for a lot more volume to come pouring in. So let's look for some more volume as well to push through some of these resistance levels. And again, importantly, let's see it hold this bottom at 0014. Very, very key level for it. Or we might see some things like I mentioned with this negative DI spiking up and such, with this chart needing to reset and then trying to establish a new base here in the future. This is what I would look for in the near and distant future for GELV. This is Andy with QualityStocks. Take a look at green energy.